So last night my car just updated to version 14.2.2.5, and I've got a full mug of coffee, and I'm out to test 10 of the roughest railroad tracks in my county. And I know it's going to fail on some of these because it does every single time. But you never know. Maybe this new update will have solved that problem and it'll be great. But some of these are really bad railroad tracks. They're almost like a giant hump right before the track. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what happens. Okay, we're coming up on this first one here. Let's see what it's going to do. Okay, it is slowing down. This is a bad one. I hope they've fixed some of it. Oh, nice. Oh, very nice. Okay, they definitely fixed the big hole that was in the center of that one, so that's a plus. That did excellent. That was great. And I'm going to have to turn around and go back over that one to get the rest of these that I got to hit, because I'm going all over the county just to hit these. So we're basically testing the westbound version of that same railroad tracks, and it was very smooth going over that. It looks like they had just patched all the center part of that was so bad. There was just this giant hole in the center of it. And you can see a lot of these, I mean, they're just big hills right before the railroad tracks, so it's kind of an obvious thing for the car, so you would hope it wouldn't mess that up, and it did fantastic. So on to the next one. Okay, the one we're coming up on, it's 55 speed limit zone for this railroad tracks, and the car never wants to slow down for this. I don't know if the new upgrade's going to have it slow down, but it usually runs over these really hard, and I'm going to see what it's going to do. I'm going to give it a chance, but it's really rough and it doesn't slow down. And it didn't slow down at all. So there you go. That was a rough one. I usually take it out of FSD before I cross that one because it's just too rough on the car, and it just shakes you really bad, and it never wants to slow down. It went over that, over 50, but a lot of times it's gone over that thing at 55, so I just gave up and I just started taking it out of FSD every time I hit it. Oh yeah, I'll put a link to this coffee mug down below. This is a porcelain lined coffee mug, so if you don't like your coffee tasting like metal and you want a nice, coffee taste like a regular coffee mug, that's what this thing will do. It's a great coffee mug, and it fits perfectly in the Tesla coffee mug holder, so can't beat that. So we're coming up on the next one here. This is actually near the grain elevator where I buy my chicken feed. This one used to have a big hole in the center, and they patched some of that, but it's kind of gotten a little rougher over the years. I'm not sure how it's going to do. I've changed my camera so we can see a little easier. It did slow down some, but not as much as I had hoped for that one. But it looks like the repair they did was pretty decent, so that was pretty smooth. And they got some potholes filled here, so that's good.
Hey, that's nice.
So we don't have to hit a pothole. But okay, you might get ready. Yeah, okay, is it doing it? It's slowing down?
We're slowing down, okay.
Hey, look at this. This is great. Oh, man. And this is a bad one, too.
Yeah.
And it went really slow.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah, so that's great, man. Okay, we're coming up on the next one, and it's a pretty good size hill. I think they've done some repairs to this one recently. I'm hoping that it's pretty smooth. Looks like we're somewhat slowing down, but not as much as what I'd like. Okay, it's slowing down a little more now. Oh, excellent. Slowing down nice and slow. And this one is decent. This is a big hill too. That one was really nice. So the road was closed back there, so we're headed back over this really steep one, which it did really good the first time, but let's just go ahead and see how it does this time. And hopefully you can see just how steep this hill is before the tracks. It's not slowing down as much as it was the first time, but it did okay. That's good. I was a little worried about that one. So we're headed back to the railroad tracks where I get my chicken feed. We kind of had to go over some of these twice. That wasn't my plan, but since we had a detour, I thought, well, just go back over it again. And it's doing great. Man, I'm glad they fixed that one too. That is so good. So this next one is in a small little town south of where I live. Actually has the best little restaurant to get brisket, beer, mac and cheese, and collard greens. Rusted Silo. It's pretty good. It seems to be doing pretty good here. They did a lot of changes to this one. The car usually doesn't slow down for this one. It usually goes over really fast. But when there's a vehicle in front, like there is in this situation, it kind of follows the flow of traffic. But if there's nobody in front of me, it usually goes over that one really quick. But they've made a lot of changes to that one, which is nice. It used to be really bad. And they've done quite a few repairs to this one. It's not too bad. It's a little rough there, but after the turn, it really doesn't impact it that much. Okay, we're coming up on the next one here. This one is where all the trains come in to all these different companies and offload their supplies and everything here. So sometimes it's a little rough. Looks like we're not slowing down much at all. Okay, slowed down a little bit. I would have liked it if it slowed down about 10 miles more than that. So we're coming up on the next one here. This one is a little bit different. The railroad tracks drops down in a little hill here, so usually it's a pretty rough one, but we're kind of going slow because the truck in front of us is going slow, so it's not really taking it really fast, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. So nobody's in front of us now. Let's see if it slows down at all. It is slowing down some, and there's a pretty good sized pothole. It missed the pothole, but oh, that was a little rougher than what I wanted, but not bad. This road's in bad shape from all the construction going on around here. So we're coming up on this one at about 56 miles an hour. Hopefully it slows down. Looks like they've added a stoplight up here on this one, but it's not slowing down at all. I hope it's not rough, but it's not too rough, but thankfully it slowed down because we hit this. We had a red stoplight here. This is a new light they added for the construction that's going on over here. There never used to be a light there, and it would just blow right through that. So that's kind of good on that one. So there you go, a whole bunch of railroad tracks there to see how it handles. In my opinion, it honestly handles better over the rough railroad tracks than it does the ones that are in the high speed limit zones. Maybe it just thinks, okay, well, it's a railroad tracks, but you know, sure, it's going to be a good one, and it's going to go smooth and right over it. And some of these they've made some repairs to, so it is better. Do you have any railroad tracks in your area that are really bad, that it doesn't go over very well? Maybe you have to take it out of FSD. Put it down in the comments below and let me know. And hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe and all that good stuff if you like this video. Thank you.